First up, on the show, we will talk about the climatic conditions that prevail, El Nino and La Nino. First up, El Nino. During El Nino, trade winds usually weaken. El Nino and La Nina events on an average occur every 2 to 7 years, but they don't occur on a regular schedule. Generally, El Nino conditions are more frequent as compared to La Nina. El Nino and La Nina actually means, La Nina means little girl in Spanish, and during La Nina events, trade winds are even stronger than usual, pushing more warm water towards Asia. And to take this point forward and to understand this in greater detail, we also have a news on this coming up where global agencies have reported that La Nina conditions have actually been formed globally. It is likely to be weak and short-lived this time around, but it will still affect global weather and climatic conditions. What does this mean? Till when the La Nina conditions actually prevail? To understand all this and more, we now have a guest joining us on the show, Dr. M. Mohapatra, DGM of IMD, now joining us. Mr. Mohapatra, thank you so much for taking your time out and speaking with us here on ET Now. And global agencies have reported that La Nina conditions have now started prevailing. Help us understand, what are you making of this and how long will this condition last?
Thank you very much. India Meteorological Department has also given a statement last week that weak La Nina conditions are prevailing at present, and these weak La Nina conditions will continue during January to March. Thereafter, it will be converted into neutral conditions. So towards monsoon season, it will be a neutral conditions, neither La Nina nor El Nino. But at present, during this winter season, January to March and beginning of summer, you can say it is the La Nina conditions. The La Nina conditions is favorable for Indian weather in the sense that it does not allow the temperature to rise so much. Therefore, the beginning of summer this year may have the neutral impact from the La Nina or El Nino conditions. So last year, if you remember, we had very significant heat wave conditions during the summer season. If we depend upon only the El Nino La Nina conditions, as La Nina is continuing and it will continue till March, we will expect that there will be normal heat wave conditions due to the large-scale influence of the La Nina. The next one is that during January, February, La Nina condition, when it prevails, it leads to, again, fall in temperature. So more cold wave conditions are expected. But already the month of December is over. Now month of January is going on, almost 50% is over. So therefore, its impact is not expected to be so high, leading to cold wave conditions or cold day conditions in northern parts of the country or the central parts of the country. At the same time, if I go by the forecast for next 2 weeks, the first week we're expecting the passage of western disturbances, and hence the temperature will be higher than normal. In addition, there will be good rainfall activity or snowfall activity in the western Himalayan region. But the week starting with say 22nd or 23rd, there will be fall in temperature over northwest India, central India. And there could be development of some colder conditions in eastern parts of central India and adjoining eastern India. So La Nina is not the only parameter, therefore, to decide the temperature or the rainfall over a particular place or the region. There are many other parameters. But if you consider large scale, yes, it is one of the most important large scale parameters. Now, considering the monsoon impact, we are expecting that there will be neutral conditions. That is, neither La Nina nor El Nino conditions expected during the ensuing monsoon season of 2025. And hence, there should be neutral impact from this neutral El Nino Southern Oscillation conditions.
Is expected to prevail till March, and after that we are expecting neutral condition. But what is the probability of La Nina continuing till March? Is there 80 to 90% probability of that happening?
Yeah, there is 80 to 90% probability that weak La Nina conditions will continue till March.
It is more likely than not that this will continue till March. And apart from that, since you also spoke about above normal temperature, which regions will experience this across India?
No, La Nina does not lead to above normal temperature. La Nina leads to below normal temperature, say in the winter season, and hence one should expect more cold wave conditions during the La Nina years. But the fact is that at present, temperatures are near normal or above normal, and this above normal temperature will continue for next 1 week. And after that, there will be fall in temperature over the northern parts of the country and central India. And there could be development of the cold wave conditions in the east central, that means Odisha, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, East Madhya Pradesh, Vidarbha, and East UP region. For a few days, there could be the development of the cold wave conditions. So there is no such serious impact of the La Nina to lead to the cold wave conditions in the country. For temperature is not expected to be so high also in the month of January and February because of the large scale impact of the La Nina conditions. But when you go to the summer season, which starts from March, continues till June, during that period, it will be neutral condition. It will be moving from La Nina conditions towards the neutral conditions. So therefore, the heat wave, if you just look at the large scale parameter like El Nino or La Nina and heat wave, there is a relationship that during El Nino conditions, the heat wave frequency, duration, and intensity increases. We are not expecting any El Nino conditions during the summer season of 2025. It will be in the beginning weak La Nina conditions, and during the peak summer season, it will be the neutral conditions. And therefore, it will not have any adverse impact on the heat wave conditions over the country.
Patra, thank you so much for taking your time out and speaking with us here on ET Now on what the climatic condition will look like over the next couple of months across the country. Thank you for joining us. And shifting focus to our next segment and where we put the spotlight on sugar, listen in to what Praful Vitlani, founder chairman of All India Sugar Trade Association, had to say about the ethanol price hike news. This has just come in.
We are expecting very soon. We are very much sure to the DFPD, our Honorable Food Secretary Sri Sanjeev Chopra ji. He is trying his best, maybe in today's cabinet, maybe or soon. But I think from rupees 31 to 36 at least minimum, they should hike for the off-season period. The hike will be always for a whole season, but that is badly required in the off-season because we are selling sugar currently at below cost of production. So yes, my industry members of the association, for them, we are trying our badly to get MSP done.
That's the word coming in on what the impact could be of ethanol price hike. But shifting focus to our next segment, did you know? And today we put the spotlight on copper. Copper is man's oldest metal, dating back more than 10,000 years. A copper pendant, in fact, was discovered in what is now northern Iraq, goes back to about 8,700 BC. It ranks third after iron and aluminium in terms of quantities consumed in the United States. In fact, US Geographical Survey also estimates that every American born in 2008 will use about 1,309 pounds of copper during their lifetime for necessities, lifestyle, and health. We slip into a short break, but on that note, coming up on the other side, budget bulletin. Stay tuned, don't go anywhere.